We often think we need a lot of things before we can finally feel happy. We wait for that salary raise, for the perfect partner, or for life to magically get better. But what if happiness is already right in front of us, hidden in the little things we usually take for granted? Sometimes, what we're chasing feels too far away, when in reality, what we truly need is simple. So today, let's talk about 10 simple things that can make you genuinely happy every single day. Not empty theories, but small habits you can start practicing right now. Are you ready to feel happy without waiting for everything in your life to be perfect? Too often, we expect big achievements, grand rewards, or once-in-a-lifetime moments to make us happy. But sometimes happiness comes from just two simple words we often forget. Thank you. Gratitude isn't just for others, it's for life itself, for your own journey, even for the smallest details. Be grateful for the breath you get to take this morning, for your body, even if it's not perfect, that still carries you through life, for a warm cup of coffee, the sound of rain, or a hug from someone who cares. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. And when you realize your life isn't as bad as you thought, happiness quietly begins to grow. Try today, say thank you. Not because something huge happened, but because you started to see life through new eyes. There's another tiny habit most of us forget, taking a deep breath and pausing for just a moment. Not because we can't, but because life moves too fast. We rush from one thing to another, racing against time as if we're being chased. Eventually, we feel exhausted without even knowing why. But the moment you sit still and breathe deeply, something magical happens. You become aware of yourself, your heartbeat, your hidden exhaustion, the thoughts you've been ignoring. Silence isn't weakness. In silence, you finally meet your true self. You hear the voice of your heart that's been buried under the noise of the world. Try today. Breathe in slowly. Exhale. Close your eyes for a second. Feel your own presence. That's where you'll find a small pocket of peace, a place where happiness doesn't need noise. It simply exists. Another thing, we often hold on too tightly to things that hurt us, bad memories, regrets, painful words from the past. Strangely, we know they hurt, yet we refuse to let go. Why? Because sometimes pain becomes an identity. We get so used to carrying it that we forget what it's like to feel light. But happiness doesn't come from adding more. It comes from releasing what no longer serves you. Forgive the people who never apologized. Accept the things you can't change. Let go of the baggage that doesn't belong in your journey anymore. Forgiveness isn't for them, it's for you. So you can sleep better, walk lighter, and finally feel free. Today, try letting go of just one thing. Not everything, just one. Watch how your heart begins to breathe again. In this busy world, people feel like strangers to each other. We pass by without greeting, sit side by side, but remain buried in screens, live together, yet feel alone. And yet, there's something small that can warm anyone's day, a smile. Smiling at strangers isn't weird, it's empathy. It's a way of saying, I see you. Smile at the tired cashier, at the driver waiting at the traffic light, at your neighbor passing by in the morning. Smile without expecting anything in return, because maybe that's the only kindness they'll receive today. And here's the best part. When you smile, you feel better too. Giving happiness is one of the purest ways to feel it yourself. Try it today. Smile not out of habit, but as a reminder to yourself and to the world that kindness still exists, even in something as small as the curve of your lips. How you start your morning sets the tone for your whole day. Unfortunately, many of us begin with the one thing that instantly hijacks our attention, the phone. Notifications, bad news, Endless comparisons, it takes seconds before your mood is shaped by the outside world, before you even check in with yourself. But what if you change that just a little? Wake up, sit quietly, breathe, and tune into your own body. Ask yourself, what do I need today? Not from a screen, not from the outside world, but from within. You don't need an hour of meditation, just 10 minutes without a screen. You'll be surprised at how much clearer your mind feels. Happiness isn't about knowing every update in the world. It's about being aware enough to hear the updates from your own heart. We live in an era where everything needs to be posted and shown off, even kindness. But there's a deeper happiness that comes from doing good without anyone knowing. Buy a meal for a homeless person. Pay for the drink of the person behind you. Leave an encouraging note on a colleague's desk without signing your name. You don't need applause, because the act itself is enough. Your heart knows, and that's all that matters. Try doing one act of kindness today in complete silence. Then notice how it makes you feel. Happiness doesn't always need the spotlight. It can thrive in the quietest corners. And then there's forgiveness, not for others, but for yourself. We've all made mistakes, failed, disappointed others, or even hurt ourselves with poor choices. Strangely, we often forgive others easily, but struggle to forgive ourselves. We replay regrets, punishing ourselves endlessly. But every single day is a new chance to let go. Forgiving yourself doesn't mean forgetting, it means making peace. You're learning, and learning is never perfect. Look in the mirror. See not only your flaws, but your courage to keep going. Tell yourself today, I forgive the version of me who didn't know better. You don't deserve happiness because you're perfect. You deserve it because you're human, and that's enough. Even something as basic as eating can be a path to happiness if you do it with awareness. Too often, we eat while working, scrolling, or watching something. We lose the taste, the joy, the presence. But when you eat mindfully, everything changes. That first bite feels richer, the aroma more alive. Your body feels respected because you're giving it not just food, but attention. Try it once today. Put away the distractions. Sit down. Look at your food. Smell it. Chew slowly. Taste every flavor. Let your body know you're there. Happiness can be that simple, not just eating to be full, but eating to honor your life. And don't forget this. Your mind naturally clings to negativity, which makes it easy to miss the good. That's why writing down one good thing before bed can change your life. Not because your life is perfect, but because you choose to see the good that's there. Maybe it's the perfect cup of coffee, the warm sunset, or simply surviving a tough day. Over time, your brain learns to focus on the light instead of the dark. And when you sleep with gratitude, you wake up with peace. Here's the final reminder. Life is short, not in a scary way, but in a way that makes every second valuable. Too much time is wasted on regret, self-blame, or waiting for happiness. But we don't even know if tomorrow will come. So why not laugh today, say what you've been holding back, hug the people you love, and watch the sunset as if it's your last? Not out of despair, but out of gratitude. Happiness doesn't belong to those who have endless time, it belongs to those who know how to treasure it. At the end of the day, happiness isn't expensive, distant, or complicated. It's right here in gratitude, in a smile, in silence, in small acts of kindness. We just need to slow down, notice more, and be fully present. You don't need to wait for massive success or to have everything figured out. Just open your heart and recognize how much beauty you already have. Starting today, stop postponing happiness. Life's too short to live in regret and too precious to waste in complaints. Happiness is a choice, and it's always yours to make.